Hey everyone, it's Movie Lover Warren 20 here, and I'm here with another movie review. And it's going to be a bit of an early one because I have plenty of spare time before I have to go to work. And this movie review is going to be for so far, the final review for now of the Michael Myers story. Or the Michael Myers movies. You know, the Halloween movies, whatever. And this one is going to be for the latest installment, so far previous, Halloween 2018. Now, those of you that don't know, before I get started, how this was originally going to be. This was originally going to be a different kind of sequel that would be directed by Patrick Lussier, director of My Bloody Valentine 3D and Drive Angry 3D. And I guess was supposed to be a sequel to Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, but it was going to reveal that Laurie Strode actually killed Dr. Loomis and not Michael Myers. But, of course, there's a problem. Rob Zombie said he didn't want to come back, and thank God. Which I can't really blame him there. So Patrick Lussier was going to direct, but it then took several times, and Taylor Compton and a few others didn't like the script, so they kind of backed out, and it was then going to be changed to a stupid found footage movie. Yeah, Halloween Resurrection did that stuff, and we know how shitty it was. And then, of course, after several years of trying and failing to get it made, it was scrapped, and Dimension Films lost the rights. Eventually, Universal repicked up the rights, and the director of Pineapple Express, Your Highness and the Sitter, and a collaborator he worked, and comedian Danny McBride, picked up the Halloween franchise, and with John Carpenter's support, decided to go and both make a direct sequel to the first movie from 1978. Bring back Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode, Nick Castle as Michael Myers, and a few new actors like Judy Greer, Will Patton, so on. But of course, this studio that would be helping Helmet would be Blumhouse. Guys, before I get started, I hate Blumhouse. I hate most of their movies. They can make some good movies every once in a while, but other than that, a lot of their movies suck. Now, don't get me wrong. I like some of their movies. I like The Invisible Man. I like Get Out. I like Us. And Purge Anarchy's okay. I think it's the only kind of good Purge movie I like. But other than that, they make some pretty damn bad movies. But with that being said, this movie, when I saw a trailer for this movie, I was a little bit worried. I was worried it was going to be, because it was Blumhouse, it was going to be toned down, it was going to be family friendly for all the mainstream audiences, it was going to be all comedy, non-stop. However, the movie came out, and I went to go see it. I was going to go see it opening weekend, when I heard apparently so many good positive reactions to the movie. I was going to see it opening weekend, but then, remembering I was going to have the house to myself Halloween nights that year, I decided, you know what? Nah, I don't need to see it opening night. I'll go see it Halloween night. It's more traditional that way. So yeah, once Halloween night came, I dressed up as Freddy Krueger, went to my local mall. So many people were dressed up in their Halloween costumes there. Kind of cruised around for the mall for a little bit, had dinner, and then I went to the theater in the mall and saw it. Saw this movie, Halloween Night. And I gotta tell you, I loved it. It was probably the third best in the series. Was it better than Halloween 2 1981? Well, no, but it was definitely better than all the other sequels that came after 1981's Halloween 2, but here's what the movie's about. Well, 40 years after the events of the first one, not Halloween 1 and 2 combined, just only the first one alone. This is a direct sequel to just the first film, and the first film itself, and that's it. It's been 40 years since Laurie Strode survived a vicious attack from crazed killer Michael Myers on Halloween night. Locked up in an institution, Myers manages to escape when this bus transfer goes horribly wrong. Laurie now faces a terrifying showdown when the masked man returns to Haddonfield, Illinois, but this time she's ready for him and prepared. Man, I'm gonna get to why I love this movie so much. For starters, like I said, it brings back Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode, brings back Nick Castle as Michael Myers, and even brings back John Carpenter, who helped direct the movie. And I also love the idea of making Laurie actually prepare for Michael on his next killing spree so she could kill him herself is pretty nice. There's great acting too, especially for Jamie Lee Curtis, who returns to the iconic Laurie Strode, and even some good acting from Mandy Mitika, who plays her granddaughter, Allison. And of course, some good acting from Judy Greer, who actually does play her daughter. And then Michael Myers is back to the intimidating and scary figure, the mysterious, the one you knew nothing about. That he was 40 years ago. Nick Castle and James Ducournau do an amazing job both playing him. And guess what? He is no longer humanized at all from the previous Halloween films. Thank God. There's great clever Easter eggs and throwbacks from the first and the other sequels, which is pretty nice. The soundtrack is top-notch and sounds much like the original while having a synthwave feel. Some amazing character development, especially from Laurie Strode, who went from that smart high school girl in the first one to a post-traumatic Sarah Connor-esque gun carrier who's been preparing for Michael's next escape. Like, this movie even really lived up, actually kind of came close to living up to the original and capturing the terrifying tone it had. The setting and cinematography is also very chilling as it captures the suspenseful tone its predecessor had. It ignores the events of like the other sequels that began to water down the franchise. The Thorn era, Resurrection, you get the point. And want to know what's better? This movie no longer makes Michael or Laurie siblings, which is very nice. It strengthens the horror and suspense on why Michael is hunting her down. Thank God, because the series was slowly starting to die once it revealed that Michael and Laurie were siblings, so I'm glad they finally abandoned that stupid idea. The characters are unforgettable and entertaining in their own ways, especially the post-traumatic Laurie Strode has been arming herself ever since her first encounter with Michael in 1978. It leaves no continuing errors or last-minute changes and actually brings up some of the events of the first one as it's a direct sequel to it. Certain scenes are unpredictable and terrifying. Fine as too. Now for the bad qualities. Now, the title is a little confusing. It makes viewers of the original film think it's yet another remake, even though it's not, so it was supposed to be called Halloween Returns, and honestly, I wish they just called it Halloween Returns. It's a better title, really. It would have let people know it's a sequel, not just Halloween again. So Halloween Returns should have been the movie's title. The plot is very unoriginal. The plot points being reused from first film, Halloween 2, and Halloween Age 20, but I can look past that, and Dr. Sartain turning evil and killing Sheriff Hawkins is kind of just this awful idea executed worse. Like, characters like Kevin and Ray are actually very necessary, contribute very little to the film. Despite all these bad qualities, I don't mind the movie, really. I think it's like the third best of the series. It's not as good as Halloween 2. I still like Halloween 2 1981 a little better, but I definitely still like the first one better. It's definitely not better than the original 1978 movie. Nothing's going to be better than that movie. Nothing can top that movie at all. But anyway, and I've just finished reviewing Halloween 2018. Here's how I'd probably rank it. I am going to give Halloween 2018 a 7.5 out of 10. And that will be it for all my Michael Myers reviews. I had a blast making this series. Well, it's the end of the Michael Myers series reviews for now. It's not the last one because there's still Halloween Kills coming out this year and Halloween Ends coming out next year, so it's technically 2 more to go, but Halloween Kills isn't out till October, but anyway, until Halloween Kills comes out, this is going to be the end of the Michael Myers reviews. I will review Halloween 3 at some point, but not right now. It'll come eventually. But anyway, that'll be it for this review. Thank you all for watching, and if you like this and want to see more, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Movie Lover 120.